If you are not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. We need more light about each other. Light creates understanding. Understanding creates love. Love creates patience. And patience creates unity. When I replaced with we, even the illness becomes wellness. A wise man can play the part of a clone, but a clone can't play the part of a wise man. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that's power, because they control the minds of the masses. You are not supposed to be so blind with patriotism that you can't face reality. Wrong is wrong, no matter who says it. I am for truth, no matter who tells it. I am for justice, no matter who it is for or against. I am a human being, first and foremost, and as such I am for whoever and whatever benefits humanity as a whole. Never allow your enemies to educate your children. I have more respect for a man who lets me know where he stands, even if he is wrong, than the one who comes up like an angel and is nothing but a devil. If not now, then when? If not me, then who? When you hear me say, by any means necessary, I mean exactly that. I believe in anything that is necessary to correct unjust conditions, political, economic, social, physical, anything that is necessary. Learn to see, listen, and think for yourself. You can't separate peace from freedom, because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. I want to be remembered as someone who was sincere. Even if I made mistakes, they were made in sincerity. If I was wrong, I was wrong in sincerity. Without checking it out for yourself, you will find that other people will have you hating your friends and loving your enemies. The mother is the first teacher of the child. The message she gives that child gives to the world. Read absolutely everything you get your hands on, because you will never know where you will get an idea from. The only thing power respects is power. Don't be in a hurry to condemn, because he doesn't do what you do, or think as you think or as fast. There was a time when you didn't know what you know today. The mental flexibility of the wise man permits him to keep an open mind and enables him to readjust himself whenever it becomes necessary for a change. If you have no critics, you will likely have no success. Just as a tree without roots is dead, a people without history or cultural roots also becomes a dead people. Only those who have already experienced a revolution within themselves can reach out effectively to help others. You and I have never seen democracy. All we have seen is hypocrisy. I believe in human beings, and that all human beings should be respected as such, regardless of their color. The greatest mistake of the movement has been trying to organize the sleeping people around specific goals. You have to wake the people up first, then you will get action. Education is an important element in the struggle for human rights. It is a means to help our children and thereby increase self-respect. Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. You can always chase a dream, but it will not count if you never catch it. One day, may we all meet together in the light of understanding. Usually when people are sad, they don't do anything. They just cry over their condition. But when they get angry, they bring about a change. Hatred and anger are powerless when met with kindness. The only persons who really change history are those who change men's thinking about themselves. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. I think that the best thing that a person can be is sincere. Concerning non-violence, it is criminal to teach a man not to defend himself when he is the constant victim of brutal attacks. We cannot think of being acceptable to others until we have first proven acceptable to ourselves. Anytime anyone is enslaved or in any way deprived of his liberty, that person, as a human being, as far as I am concerned, he is justified to resort to whatever methods necessary to bring about his liberty again. Nobody can give you freedom. Nobody can give you equality or justice or anything. If you are a man, you take it. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest light can come. It is only after extreme grief that the greatest joy can come. Revolution is based on land. Land is the basis of all independence. Land is the basis of freedom, justice, and equality. I believe in the brotherhood of all men, but I don't believe in wasting brotherhood on anyone who doesn't want to practice it with me. Brotherhood is a two-way street. Anytime you find someone more successful than you are, especially when you are both engaged in the same business, you know they are doing something that you are not. One of the first things I think young people, especially nowadays, should learn is to how to see for yourself, and listen for yourself, and think for yourself. Wrong is wrong, no matter who does it or who says it. Allah always gives you signs when you are with Him that He is with you. Human rights are something you were born with. Human rights are your God-given rights. Human rights are the rights that are recognized by all nations of this earth. Stumbling isn't falling. I don't care how nice one is to you. The thing you must always remember is that almost never does he really see you as he sees himself, as he sees his own kind. A new world order is in the making, and it is up to us to prepare ourselves so that we may take our rightful place in it. As long as you are conceived, you have never done anything. You can never do anything. To me, the thing that is worse than death is betrayal. You see, I could conceive death, but I could not conceive betrayal. I am not going to sit at your table and watch you eat, with nothing on my plate, and call myself a diner. Sitting at the table doesn't make you a diner. A man who believes in freedom will do anything under the sun to acquire or preserve his freedom. So early in my life, I had learned that if you want something, you had better make some noise. Times change so quickly that if you and I don't keep up with the times, we will find ourselves with an umbrella in our hand, over our head, when the sun is out. Or we will find ourselves standing in the rain, with the umbrella inside the door. Anytime you have to rely upon your enemy for a job, you are in bad shape. Growing is a result of learning. If you are not ready to die for it, put the word freedom out of your vocabulary. There is no better than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance the next time. Some things are better done than said. How can you thank a man for giving you what's already yours? How can anyone be against love? People don't realize how a man's whole life can be changed by one book. I don't think you can having an opportunity to ride either on the front or the back or in the middle of someone else's bus doesn't dignify you. Daring to reach, to climb, to crawl, to scratch, to get back up when you have been knocked down, to push forward, ever forward, to forgive. It means sacrificing everything if necessary, to carve out a place for your own existence. It means living. And just because you have colleges and universities doesn't mean you have education. The main thing you got to remember is that everything in the world is a hustle. Children have a lesson adults should learn, to not to be ashamed of failing, but to get up and try again. He said one time that no true leader burdened his followers with a greater load than they could carry, and no true leader sets too fast a pace for his followers to keep up. In all our deeds, the proper value and respect for time determines success or failure.